From the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's out right at the 25.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, it's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Play action. Now Wentz. Steps away. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action. Murray. He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To Connor on the check down. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Six nothing our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play fake. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Murray to air it out again. Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Forced out to his left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Harris. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demetrius Harris from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense. Knock the ball away.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Gallagher's throw complete here to Doyle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Out to his left. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Ellinger to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football,
and that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 62 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Back to the air, it's Ellinger. Flush to his right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ellinger. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Blankenship's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And some room to roam now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Ellinger. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Blankenship out for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Going deep for Hopkins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To throw is Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. On 1st down, it's Ellinger. Looking sideline, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Ellinger. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they go play action. Now Ellinger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. This one caught by Isabella.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Able to power through. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.